This is a guided walkthrough for the Advent of Cyber 2024 event, day number 20 from TryHackMe.com. The topic for today's exercise is traffic analysis, and the title is, If You Utter So Much as One Packet. Okay, so what's going on with today's story? Let's read a little bit more about this. So Glitch snuck through the shadows, swift as a breeze. He captured the traffic with delicate ease. A PCAP file from System Gone Bad. Mayor Malware's tricks made everyone mad. McSkitty sat at our desks, staring at the PCAP file Glitch had sent over. It was from Marta Mayware's computer, the latest victim of Mayor Malware's long-running schemes. She smiled, glancing at Byte. Looks like we'd have to use Wireshark again, eh, boy? Glitch's voice crackled over the comms. Need any help analyzing it? McSkitty smiled. Thanks, Glitch. I've got this. Okay, so what are we going to be learning in today's task? So our learning objectives are, we're going to investigate the network traffic using Wireshark. We're going to identify indicators of compromise, otherwise known as IOCs, in a captured network traffic. And we're going to understand how C2 servers operate and communicate with compromised systems. So in order to do today's exercise, we need to do the following. Do we need to start a VM today? Yes. Is there a split screen available? Yes. Am I given credentials to connect directly via a VM to a VM via RDP, VNC, or SSH? Yes. So we're going to start the virtual machine by clicking on this button over here. So it's this green Start Machine button. And that's going to split the screen in two. So while the virtual machine is initializing, it's going to take a couple of minutes. We're going to read ahead and learn a little bit more about what we need to do in today's task. So, investigating the depths. McSkitty peered at the PCAP with care. What secrets, she wondered, are hiding in there? With Wireshark, she'll dig through each byte, hoping to shed some much needed light. So, before we dig deeper into Mayor Malware's intentions, we must learn a few essential things about C2 communication. Whenever a machine is compromised, the command and control server, C2, drops its secret agent, which is the payload, into the target machine. This secret agent is meant to obey the instructions of the C2 server. These instructions include executing malicious commands inside the target, exfiltrating essential files from the system, and much more. Interestingly, after getting into the system, the secret agent, in addition to obeying the instructions sent by the C2, has a way to keep the C2 updated on its current status. It sends a packet to the C2 every few seconds or even minutes to let it know it is active and ready to blast anything inside the target machine to the C2 that the C2 aims to. These packets are known as beacons. For this room, we will be using Wireshark, an open source tool that captures and inspects network traffic saved as a PCAP file. It's a powerful tool, and you'll encounter it frequently in your journey into cybersecurity. It is beneficial for understanding the communication between a compromised machine and a C2 server. If you are unfamiliar with it, here are some key capabilities you'll see in this room. Wireshark can analyze traffic and display the information in an easy-to-navigate format regardless of the protocols used. For example, HTTP, TCP, DNS. Wireshark can construct back-and-forth conversations in a network. Wireshark also allows filtering to narrow down essential details. Wireshark can also export and analyze objects that are transferred over the network. Of course, Wireshark has more capabilities. If you want to learn more, we suggest you visit our other Wireshark rooms. So they've got 3 other Wireshark rooms here. Let's see if we can reconnect. It looks like we're having some problems. Maybe we should disconnect and try reconnecting. So we're going to terminate this machine, and we're going to try restarting the machine. Okay, so we're going to terminate this machine here. We're going to reload the page. Okay, go down, go down, go down. Okay, we're going to go back to where we were, and we're going to click on the Start Machine button again. So we just need to wait for this to initialize. It looks like we're going to have a little break while we wait for this thing to load up again. Okay, we've got it up and running. Great. So what we need to do to start our exercise is we need to click on this file right over here, C2 Traffic Analysis, double click it. So interestingly enough, this is a Windows machine that we're working on. You can tell because there's a Windows icon down here. Okay, so this thing is loading up. And what we need to do is we need to click on the display filter bar at the top. So this is all of the different networking packets inside this PCAP file. So there's a lot of packets. So there, according to this over here, it says that there are 1,920 packets. Of course, we can't go through all of these manually because it's a big pain in the butt. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the display filter bar here. We're going to click into it, and then we're going to type. So we need to type in ip.src space equals 10 10 229 217. Okay, is it not letting me do that? Oh wait, the IP address is wrong. Okay. Yeah, okay, there you go. Great. All right, so now we have many less packets. So packets, total packets is 1,920, but displayed is 825. Okay. All right. So it says it's still a lot, but at least we can focus on our analysis on the outbound traffic. If you scroll down a bit, you're going to find some interesting packets, specifically those highlighted with an arrow as shown above. So we've got the packet number 440. So let's scroll down to packet 440 over here. Okay. Okay, so it says initial command exfiltrate. That is sure to be something. Okay, so we've got over here, so we've got post and we've got get, and what else do we have? We've got beacon exfiltrate. These are some interesting looking packets. We're going to be taking a better look at these in just a bit. Okay, so message received. If you click on the post/initial packet, which is frame 440, more details will be shown on the bottom panes. So let's click on that. So I think we already clicked on that. Great. So we've got more information over here. So we've got the contents of the packet over in this window here. And this is shown in the in hex format. So the contents of the packet are shown here in hex format, and sometimes that includes some ASCII as well over here. And we also have all the information about the frame over here in different OSI layers. So we've got layer, I think this is layer 1 is the physical layer. So we've got layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 down over here, just in case you were wondering. Okay, so let's see. More details will be shown on the bottom panes. These panes will show more detailed information about the packet frame. It shows relevant data such as the frame number, the destination IP, and more. So you can expand each detail if you want, but the critical area to focus in on is the lower right view, which is the packet bytes pane. Okay, so over here we're talking about the bytes pane, which is over here, and this has a little message for us. So this pane shows the bytes used in the communication in hexadecimal and ASCII character formats. The latter format shows readable text, which can be helpful in investigations. The screenshot above shows something interesting. I am in Mayor. This piece of text is likely relevant to us. If we click on If we right-click on the post initial packet, frame 440, and select Follow HTTP Stream, a new pop-up window will appear containing the back and forth HTTP communication relevant to the specific session. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to right-click on the packet here, and we're going to select Follow, and from there, we're going to select HTTP Stream. So go ahead and click on that. And this is the conversation that's going to go on in this HTTP stream over here. So this feature is useful when you want to, when you need to review all requests and responses between the client and the server, as it helps you understand the complete context of the communication. The text highlighted in red is the message sent from the source to the destination, and the blue is the opposite. So based on the screenshot above, we can see that after the message "I am in Mayor" was sent, a response that reads "Perfect" was sent back. Perfect indeed, Mayor. We've got you now. But let's not stop here. Other interesting HTTP packets were sent in the same destination IP. If you follow the HTTP stream for the get/command packet, frame number 457, you'll see a request from the same IP destination. Interestingly, the reply that came back was a command commonly used in Windows and Linux systems to display the current user's information. Okay, so what does this mean? Let's take a look. So over here, we've got the HTTP stream. So in red, this person says, "I'm in Mayor" over here. And then the response is "perfect" from this other party over here. So we can actually click through the different packets that are being sent in this stream by going down here. So over here, there's a button labeled Stream, and we can actually navigate through the different streams that are happening in the conversation. So if we go to stream number 2, we see the command that they're talking about in the description, and this is the "Who am I" command. So this is usually used to get the identity of the user account on a Linux or Windows system. Okay, so interestingly, the reply that came back was a command commonly used. Great. This communication suggests that the destination is attempting to gather information about a compromised system, a typical step during an early reconnaissance stage. Usually, the reply from a C2 server contains the command instructing the malicious program what to do next. However, the type of instruction depends on the malicious actor's configuration, intentions, and capabilities. These instructions often fall into several categories. Number 1, getting system information. The attacker may want to know more about the compromised machine to tailor their next moves. This is what we are seeing above. Number 2, executing commands. If the attacker needs to perform specific actions, they can also send commands directly. However, this is less stealthy and easily attracts attention. Number 3, downloading and executing payloads. The attacker can also send additional payloads to the machine containing additional functionality or tools. Or number 4, exfiltrating data. This is one of the most common objectives. The program may be instructed to steal valuable data such as sensitive files, credentials, or personal information. Exfiltrate sounds familiar, right? Exfiltrating the package. If we follow the HTTP stream for the post-exfiltrate packet, frame number 476, sent to the same destination IP, we will see a file exfiltrated to the C2 server. We can also find some clues inside this file. Okay, so let's do that. So we're going to close this window here, and then we're going to go to the packet frame 476. So we can actually select Go from here, and then select Go to Packet. And we can select the packet 476. So in here, packet 476, and then select Go to Packet. Okay, so where is 476? It's not here. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get rid of this filter here. So TCP stream equals 2. We need to click on X to get rid of it. And then now we can go over to frame 476. So here it's 476, click on it. Okay, so what's going on here? If you check the rest of the PCAP, you can find that more interesting packets were captured. Let's break down these and dive deeper into what we've uncovered. So what's in the beacon? A typical C2 beacon returns regular status updates from the compromised machine to its C2 server. The beacons may be sent after regular or irregular intervals to the CT as the heartbeat. Here's how this exchange might look. Secret agent payload, I am still alive, awaiting any instructions, over. C2 server says, glad to hear that. Stand by for any further instructions, over. In this scenario, Mayor Malware's agent, the payload, inside of Marta Mayware's computer has sent a message that is sent inside all the beacons. Since the content is highly confidential, the secret agent encrypts it inside all the beacons, leaving a clue for the mayor's C2 to decrypt it. In the current scenario, we can identify the beacons by the multiple requests sent to the C2 from the target machine after regular intervals of time. The exfiltrated files content hints at how these encrypted beacons can be decrypted. Using the encryption algorithm with the provided key, we now have a potential way to unlock the beacon's message and uncover what Mayor Malware's agent is communicating to the C2 server. But what exactly are we about to reveal? Since the beacon is now encrypted, and you have the key to decrypt it, the CyberChef tool would be our source of truth for solving the mystery. Because of its wide features, CyberChef is considered a Swiss Army knife, and we can use this tool for encoding, decoding, encrypting, decrypting, hashing, and much more. However, considering this task scope, we would only cover the decryption process using this tool. Okay, so what are they talking about? Let's talk a little bit more about this packet over here. So we can see over here inside the packet, they've got a bunch of stuff over here. What we want to do is we want to look at this in a little bit of a more human readable way. So this packet here, 476, we're going to right click it, and then we're going to click on follow, and we're going to follow the HTTP stream. So after we do that, we can see here there's a bunch of important information in here, including the following. So there's going to be a file over here called credentials.txt. And inside the message here, it says, AES ECB is your chance to decrypt the encrypted beacon with this key, 1234, something, 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 all this great stuff. Okay, so how can we use this? So what we're going to do is we're going to use CyberChef to decrypt the message. So we're going to open up our CyberChef window inside of our web browser. So we're just going to go to cyberchef.io. And inside of here, we know that we've got some information. So the information is stuff like, so AES ECB is your chance to decrypt the encrypted beacon. Okay, so it says from the tools dashboard, you'll be utilizing the following panes for decrypting your beacon. Operations. So operations is this portion over here. Search for AES decrypt and drag it into the recipe area, which is the second pane, so which is over here. We're going to go over to CyberChef, and over here, operations, we're going to type in AES, and we're going to select AES decrypt. We're going to grab this text, and we're going to drag it into the recipe window here. Okay, so from here, this is the area where you would select the mode of encryption, which is ECB, and enter the decryption key that you have. Okay, so over here in the recipe, we have to select this over here, which is the mode for the AES decrypt. So select ECB, and then we need to get the key. So the reason why we know this is because in the packets over here, it says AES ECB is your chance to decrypt the encrypted beacon with the key, and it provides a key over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a bunch of stuff. So we're going to copy this all the way until the end, which is the F. We're going to copy it, and then we're going to go back to GTFO. No, we're going to go over to, where is it? CyberChef. In CyberChef, we're going to click into the key field over here, and we're going to paste in our key. Okay, so we've got our key, and we have our mode, which is ECB. All we need to do now is we need to get something that needs to be decrypted. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get the thing that needs to be decrypted. What we can do inside of the conversation here is we can switch our streams. So we're currently looking at stream 3, which is indicated over here. So we can click on the next stream, which is stream 4, and we see here this is the encrypted message. So it says the encrypted file has a clue. The exfiltrated file has a clue. Okay, so the encrypted message right here, this is the value. We're going to highlight it all, and then we're going to copy it. After we copy it, we're going to go over to CyberChef. So CyberChef is here, and for the input, we're going to paste in the encrypted message. Okay, so after we do that, we see here that the flag that we need, the message is THM secret 101. So we're just going to copy the value, then we're going to go back to the TryHackMe page. So the TryHackMe page here, we're going to use this as the answer for the last question. What secret message was sent back to the C2 in an encrypted format through beacons? We're going to insert this message and click on submit. Okay, then we're going to go back and we're going to answer the other questions. So it says here, the end. As McSkitty opened the file with a click, she saw the data. This wasn't a wasn't. What? This doesn't rhyme. She saw the data. This wasn't a wasn't. The storm was brewing, much bigger to come. Mayor Malware's agent is far from done. This isn't just another breach, McSkitty muttered to Byte, a grim realization dawning. We're going to need a bigger firewall. Okay, so what we need to do to finish this exercise is we need to answer these questions here. What was the first message the payload sent to Mayor Malware's C2? So all of these questions here we can answer inside this conversation. So inside the conversation, we can navigate to the different streams. We're currently on stream number 4. We're going to go to stream number 1. So stream number 1, this is the first message here. So the message is, I am in Mayor. So we're going to copy that, and then we're going to paste this as the answer for the first question. Click on submit, and we're done. Second question is, what is the IP address of the C2 server? So what we can do is we're going to minimize this, and then we're going to take a look at the destination IP address. So the destination IP address is the IP address we're looking for. So the IP address is 10.10.123.224, and click on submit. Okay, that's the correct answer. The next question is, what was the command sent by the C2 server to the target machine? So the command sent by the C2 server, if you remember, was this. If we go over to stream number 2, the command is this one right here, who am I? So type in who am I, and then click on submit. And the next question is, what was the file name of the critical file exfiltrated by the C2 server? So the answer for this is actually in the next stream in the communication, stream number 3. We see here there's a file name, and the file name is called credentials.txt. So this is the answer. So type in credentials.txt and then click on submit. Okay, and that's all of the questions. The last thing we need to do to finish this exercise is to click on this over here, learn more about Wireshark in our Wireshark traffic analysis room, click on complete, and then we're finished the room. All right, so this was a guided walkthrough for day number 20 of the TryHackMe Advent of Cyber 2024 event. If you like this walkthrough, please click on like and subscribe on the video. And until next time, HackerFrogs out. Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.